Throughout my lifetime, I've observed the pendulum swing between different educational focuses. When I graduated, the emphasis was on earning a 4-year degree. By the early 2010s, there was this dramatic shift towards valuing trades and 2-year programs. It's not productive to fixate exclusively on one path over another. From my personal experience, having a clear career goal and well-defined educational pathway from the start could have saved me considerable money and time on my education. I'm an advocate of educating our students and parents on the benefits of all post-secondary options, including 4-year education, 2-year education, trades, certification, and on-the-job training, and designing paths for students to be successful both during their time at Faribault Public Schools and after. I want my child and yours too to be successful and feel valued no matter what pathway they choose.
I think a big thing would be hands-on. Well, I'm a hands-on person, so I think kids should be going on field trips to live job sites. Obviously, I see an issue with insurance and this and that there. We can make that work. Let's get kids out to where they can see what goes on. Let's get them out to, I know they go to some factories and that. Let's get them out in the real life. And then let's keep preparing them by having home ec classes, shop classes, DECA, all that things like that that they're going to actually use in real life.
We can give our students opportunities to learn about trade pathways through visiting our vocational schools and other trade schools, bringing in guest speakers, and exploring various trade pathways and the potential for careers. We do currently offer high school classes that are an intro to a variety of careers and trades. Then we have classes at the high school that include, and we've had these for quite some time, but autos, woods, metals, drafting, welding, agriculture, business, early childhood, and health sciences. Many of our high school students attend classes at SCC that support these pathways, and we do have some programming pathway or some trade pathways for career pathways at the middle school, but I'm not really familiar with them, but I know there are courses offered.
So looking at that, career exploration doesn't start in 11th grade and 12th grade. It starts in 7th grade. It starts in 6th grade. It starts in that discussion. And then as they advance into the whole area of especially in healthcare, and a partnership that we have with South Central and also with Alina Medical Center here in Faribault, affording students an opportunity to do some kind of an internship, some kind of an experiential process of going in and looking. By the way, one of the things that we have at Alina for information is we have a program orchestrated by Dr. Elliott called Scrubs. It's an opportunity for high school students to go in and actually observe what it's like to do some of the medical things that are necessary. We need to expand that. We need to grow that. We need to take a look and say, you know, being a nurse isn't just taking temperatures and checking their blood pressure. It's really a healthcare provider. Same thing with engineering and manufacturing. It isn't just sitting on an assembly line looking at how you put in a bolt in a particular area. It's really understanding dynamics. And by the way, if you take a look at manufacturing today, if you don't have a strong technology background, you're going to have some real problems going into manufacturing. And it's really understanding what that means to be technologically literate in looking at what it is that is required. So looking at the basis of what constitutes those positions and those careers needs to be articulated with the high school and middle school so that we begin building that competency early on. Now, that doesn't mean that a student graduating from high school can go in and be a healthcare provider, but it really gives them a good understanding of what it means to be a healthcare provider or a mechanical engineer or some other kind of area that they can say, that's the position, that's the career I want to pursue, and move in that direction. They have a heads up. By the way, in looking at that, the whole issue of Post-Secondary Options Act, where students can come and have an associate degree when they graduate from high school, an associate degree in healthcare, associate degree in some other kind of mechanical or other kind of career, so that they've got a good head start as they move into that process. It isn't just a career exploration, it's really getting the students out into the field as a 6th grader, 7th grader, 8th grader, 9th grader, and having them observe. Now obviously they're limited to what they can do because of their age, but actually getting out into the field and seeing what it's like to be a healthcare provider, see what it's like to work on an assembly line, and understand, the technology that's required from the standpoint of individuals who are on the manufacturing area. So it's beyond just sitting in a classroom, having somebody come in and talk about it. It's really getting out there and exploring it.